Now from the longtime home of the Halos, we've got baseball from Orange County, California. Tonight, an intriguing matchup between the Oakland A's and the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. It's Angels baseball, and it starts right now. Cam Bedrosian, a right-handed Georgia native, gets the starting nod. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Well, he's a very solid starting pitcher, and I'm sure most people know that by now. If you're a manager or a fan or even a teammate, I think you're very confident knowing he's taking the mound for you. If he does his thing, he's going to put together a really nice start out there.
Stepping into the box, Marcus Semien, and we are set for baseball here this evening. Out of the stretch, the 3-2 pitch home. And a check swing here, but the bat clearly breaks the plane as he's set down for the first out. And here's a shot of the Athletics starting lineup for this one. What do we need to know about these guys for this evening's matchup on the road, D-Row?
Matty, this lineup's got to be willing to adjust. They cannot stay staunch and try and pull everything, or there will be a ton of ground ball and weak fly ball contact. They have to be willing to use line to line to get this done today.
At the plate, Matt Chapman. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And he chased it in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Chapman is retired, 2 down now. That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. He's around first, heading for 2. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
Man, I don't think he could have bisected those fielders any better if he tried. Drove that one into the alley for a gapper that'll bring him easily into second base.
Into the box, Chris Davis. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball.
Hey, I know we're only in the top of the first, but back-breaking blows with those 2 out, runners in scoring position knocks, and they have a chance to capitalize right here.
Boy, D-Row, you touched on it right there. I think as a pitcher, you try to get through that first inning and not have to show all of your pitches and empty out the bucket. That 2-out double right now, he's going to have to buckle down to try to keep this game scoreless.
Olson at second with 2 down. And that is in there at the letters to run it full 3-2.
You know he wants to end this inning right here on 3-2, but I don't think we'll see him lay one in on the next pitch there with a base open to work with.
3-2 pitch. And that misses, ball 4, so it's first and second now with 2 out.
Well, that was a slider in a 3-2 count, and it just didn't tempt him enough to get a good swing. A good job of pitch recognition and knowing the strike zone to draw the free pass there.
And he lays off again, ball 3.
Call didn't go his way on 2-1, but it's important here on 3-1 to still make a quality pitch. You have to have the mindset that you're still the one in the driver's seat.
And he misses again, ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on ball. Here's Robbie Grossman. Nipped the corner, 2-2.
Definitely a big pitch coming up right here. He's going to be pumped if he can work his way out of this inning with the game still tied.
2 out, bases loaded. Changeup misses, and it's full 3-2.
Now on 3-2 as a pitcher, you've got to go with the pitch that you feel most comfortable throwing with.
3-2 pitch. Full count still. Another full count pitch on its way, and it's fouled away. The next 3-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. A couple of walks, but no damage. Bottom of the first, straight ahead. We are scoreless on the show. Joaquin Soria, the right-hander from Mexico, gets the ball here. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, Matt, this guy also uses that pitch that's kind of in vogue in the game now, that cutter. It looks to the hitter like a four-seam fastball, and the next thing you know, it's running in on you. Mariano Rivera used that pitch exclusively in the ninth inning and broke a lot of bats, and this guy joins a long list of guys that have added the cutter to his repertoire.
3-1 to him now. Ready with the 3-1. Easy fly ball into shallow center field. Liriano comes on now, and he has it one down. Well, a moment now to take a look at the starting nine for Mike Scioscia's Angels. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
Well, you always have to beware of Mike Trout. This guy hit over 300 last year, and man, it was impressive. Just hitting over 300 is really something special to look at. He's a consistent hitter. I love watching his approach. He doesn't make a lot of mistakes. He'll be there again this year if he continues to stay within himself.
Here's the center fielder, Mike Trout. Lifetime numbers against Soria. He's gone 3 for 11. 2 of those hits were for home runs. Count is 1-2 now. The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
One of the toughest pitches to hit, the straight changeup, right? El Cambio. Hadn't seen it in that entire at bat. And what happens? Gets the string pulled on him right there. Had no chance to put that ball in play.
Here's the 0-2. Swing and a little tapper, but that one rolls foul. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now.
Now there's your textbook waste pitch right there. Try and get the eye level up. Let's see if he comes back with another fastball elevated or drops a hammer off.
2-2 now with 2 away and the base is empty. And there are our umpires calling balls and strikes is Mr. Earl Hendricks.
Hey, you know, D-Row, the book kind of on Earl Hendricks is he likes one side of the plate or the other. Could it be where he sets up behind the catcher?
It could be, Dan, but as a hitter, that's all you look for. I'll give you a little bit off the outside edge if you're going to be consistent with it.
Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one.
Wow, from 0-2 to 3-2, and that last pitch on 2-2 wasn't even close. He had this guy in the ropes, but now he let him right back into this at bat.
Checked his swing there, and did he go? No, he did not, says the third base umpire, so it's ball 4.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving on up, or he can really hurt you.
Here's Albert now. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Grossman will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Angels strand 1, and this is still a 0-0 ball game. Into the box now, Ramon Liriano, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Now the 1-1 pitch. High pop up. La Stella calls for it. And that's the first out of the inning.
Here's how the Halos are going to line up on defense. And known as one of the best framing catchers in the game, Jonathan LaCroix can beat you multiple fashions. Not only can he do it from a defensive standpoint, catching and throwing to second base, but he can also move the ball on the offensive side.
So striding in, Jurickson Profar. Profar ahead with a 3-1 count here. He's set. Here's the 3-1. Is put in play to the right side of the infield. Renfroe fields it cleanly, and a throw to Pujols is in time for the second out. In now, Nick Hundley. They'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. To first, fielded cleanly by Pujols, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the A's. We'll go to the bottom of the second, no score. Cole Calhoun will stand in now. Lifetime numbers against Soria. He's 0 for 8. He's set. Here's the 3-2. Popped him up. Chapman has a play. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
All right, guys, here's how the Oakland A's are lining up defensively. And let's take a look at the guy playing shortstop up the chute today, and that's Marcus Semien. This has been a work in progress. He's had to grind, take countless hours of ground balls, and work on his accuracy. But don't get it twisted. He's made some big highlight reel plays, and if you miss middle, we all know the power he has.
Striding in, David Fletcher. The 1-1 home is a fastball that misses. Bottom of the second here with no score. Heading out towards shallow right. Piscotty's there for it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. Next batter to the plate, Brian Goodwin. Trying to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. The 1-2. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Angels are gone in order. We'll move to the third with no score. Back with Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. Matt Vasgersian as the Cal Berkeley product Marcus Semien is the first to bat in the inning. It's 2-1 to the A's leadoff batter. The 2-1 home. Line to the right side. And that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances. So a leadoff single will be the start to their half of the third.
Now batting, third baseman, Matt Chapman.
Now batting, Matt Chapman. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. The 1-1 home. Taken, strike 2. The 1-2. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going.
Classic change of speeds right there. Threw the hitter's timing off. Got a late foul ball. Interested to see where he goes now.
The 1-2. There's a swing, and he sends the ball high in the air into left field. Gone! It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left, and Oakland has moved out in front here 2-0.
Hey, that's one of the toughest parts about standing out there on the bump. Giving up a long home run or giving up a bomb at any time as a pitcher. You just have to regroup and get back on that horse.
Into the box now, Matt Olson. Down the left field line and deep. And that will end up a foul ball. The 1-2. Count still at 1-2. Misses. Ball 2.
One ball has already left the yard, and the big boys haven't even come up again. Get the fireworks ready.
Bases are empty here, nobody out. Swing and a drive. This one's deep to right. Gone. Back-to-back homers. A solo shot that time for Matt Olson, and the A's lead it now 3-0.
Well, in just a little more than 2 innings of work, he's given up 2 homers. Could be just one of those games for him. We'll see how much rope they give him. It's definitely getting shorter at the moment.
In now, Chris Davis. And that's upstairs, running the count to 3-1.
That's a good take on that fastball there. You know he's looking for something up there to drive, but that was just a little above his happy zone. Not everyone has the discipline to hold back on those.
D-Rod. 3-1 is a fastball, and he can't connect. 3-2. Three runs already home here. And awfully close there on 3-2, but take your base, says Earl Hendricks. It's ball 4.
What's the saying? When you find yourself in a hole, the first thing you should do is stop digging. Well, the guy on the bump obviously hasn't heard that one.
Outfielder Stephen Piscotty the next to hit. Reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Popped him up. Renfroe ranging into the outfield. One down.
The left fielder, number 8, Robbie Grossman.
Ready for another chance. Robbie Grossman. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Popped up. And that's in there. Base hit.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
Now to the plate, Ramon Liriano. And with 2 men on here, I'm rather surprised they're sticking with him at this point. I feel like we can all see the exhaustion from all the way up here.
Yeah, I think it's time to go get him, Matt. We're seeing a guy that's given all that he has, and I just don't see any sharpness left in his stuff at this point.
Well, the bullpen is active, so we'll see if they make the move soon. Hit hard to the right side. Foul. Davis on second. Grossman is over at first with 1 away. And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2. And now we see a right-hander up and throwing in the Angel bullpen. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2. Now Mike Scioscia's up out of the Angel dugout on his way to the mound. And he's going to motion for his bullpen here. That'll do it for the starter tonight. Number 31 enters from the bullpen to do the pitching. High in the air out to center field. Trout has a read on it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. So 2 home runs in the inning lead to 3 runs on the scoreboard. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. The A's lead it 3-0. Stepping up now, Jonathan Lucroy.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Ripped down the first base line, and the Halos have their first hit of the game.
I don't know what side of the fence I fall on, boys. Old school, new school. I think I kind of stand right along that fence. But one thing that gets me jacked up is watching guys grind down in the count and drive base hits the other way.
Stepping in now, Luis Renfroe. Angel shortstop behind in the count at 1-2 strikes.
Good job of making him chase that pitch down below the strike zone. That's where you want to pitch when you're looking for the double play ball.
The 1-2 misses for the second ball. Nobody out, runner on first. Here's another 2-2. And that changeup didn't tempt anybody and misses for ball 3. Boy, good cutting action to that pitch as that's the first out of the inning.
That's just a great pitch, both on the call from the catcher and the execution. If he hits it, there's a good chance it turns into a double play ball, but it's also a spot that's going to get a lot of whiffs too. That's excellent pitching.
The 2-1 home. It's the outside corner for the second strike. Runners on first with 1 down. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2. That's back-to-back strikeouts now as they've been unable to advance that leadoff single into scoring position.
Yeah, clearly no problems working out of the stretch right now, Matt. He's taking control of this inning after giving up that hit. Now we'll see if he can finish it off strong as well.
And awfully close there on 3-2, but take your base, says Earl Hendricks. It's ball 4.
Oh, man, I think this walk is going to grind at him for a bit. He just missed, and now the inning continues with the man in scoring position.
Into the box now, Shuhei Ota. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the third. Hit out towards second. Played on the backhand. And he is in there.
Yeah, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step 1, but I have to add you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, D-Roy, and you can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle. You know that that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be.
Throw on to first will be in time, and a good chance for the Angels goes for naught as the side is retired. Angels threaten, but leave them loaded. They trail it here 3-0. Next up for the A's, Nick Hundley. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Hundley in front, 3 balls and a strike. Now the 3-2 pitch. There's a drive high in the air and deep to left center field. And it's gone as they add still another. A solo home run by Nick Hundley. As the A's have opened it up even further, it's now 4-0.
Well, some lessons have to be learned the hard way, like right here. The youngster serves up a four-seamer, but it's straight as a rope. The hitter's eyes get as big as saucers, and he crushes it out of here. I doubt he'll serve up another four-seamer in that location.
And a fastball misses there, ball 4.
Well, it's obvious that earlier home run he gave up is still on his mind. He had him 3-2, but he didn't want to give him anything over the heart of the plate to hit, so we'll see if that walk comes back to hurt him.
Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Semien aboard here at first with nobody out. Into right field, that's a base hit.
Boy, this has been a tough one for him so far, D-Row. 7th hit of the game already. They're really making him work.
Yeah, 100%, Dan. As Dustin Pedroia says, it's a laser show out there.
Standing in now, Matt Olson. A swing and a miss on a ball way out of the zone, and there's one away. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you think you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1 and 2. The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2.
Well, I kind of wonder if he's not being as aggressive as he was before that home run. Hey, this is a guy that can burn you again, so I don't really blame him.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. 4 runs, 7 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the A's so far. Outside and a full count, 3-2.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Lifted out towards straightaway center field. Trout is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
The batter.
Ready once again, Stephen Piscotty. He flew out in his last at-bat. Now the pitch home. Drilled to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. The A's add on to their lead with the solo home run. Bottom of the fourth coming up with the A's up 4-zip. Cole Calhoun will stand in now.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Now batting.
Digging in, David Fletcher.
David Fletcher.
Here now the 2-2. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the second out.
Just tied him up with that last pitch. Pretty evident by the swing. Sometimes guys get in that protect mode so much that they're swinging at everything that they see, and they end up offering at pitches that they can't possibly do anything with.
Into the box, Brian Goodwin. Fastball strike 3 called on the outside corner, and he can't believe it. I don't blame him, but the inning is over. Angels go down 1-2-3. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. Digging in, the switch hitter, Robbie Grossman. He singled his last time up. And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight.
Now batting. The center
Into the box, Ramon Liriano. It's been an 0-for-2 effort for him to this point. The 1-1. Hit the other way out toward right field. Calhoun back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone.
Up next for Oakland, second baseman.
Now at the plate, Jurickson Profar. He's bounced out and flown out in his first 2 plate appearances. That's lifted the other way out to left. And a diving try in left, but he can't come up with it. And this will be off the wall out near the 330 marker. And he will make it all the way to third now as that mistake proves a costly one indeed.
And that's the chance you take when you lay out for a ball like that. You make the play and you're a hero in the highlight shows. You miss it and you're picking yourself up and chasing after it.
Fly ball out to straightaway right. Calhoun has a read on it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. No damage done after the 2-out triple. Back to Angel Stadium right after this. In is the catcher, Jonathan Lucroy. He leads off in the bottom of the 5th as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, baseball is a game of adjustments, and it's time they start making some. They don't need to change their entire approach necessarily, but now is maybe when they start thinking about ways to get the guy on the mound out of his rhythm a bit.
Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. The 2-1. Ball even at 2-2. Heading out towards shallow right. Piscotty's there for it. Looks it into his glove, and there's 1 gone.
The batter, number 4, second baseman, Luis Renfroe.
Ready now for L.A. Luis Renfroe comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Pretty clear he didn't like the call there on the outside part of the plate, but probably too good to take, and he's down on strikes for the second time.
Yeah, that pitch was right on the black. Beautiful pitch, and even if we had robot umps, he'd still be out. The only difference would be he wouldn't be able to complain about it.
Profar scoops it up. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Angels are gone in order. They're down 4-0. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Marcus Semien. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. A shortstop behind with a 1-2 count.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swung on and missed. He didn't even come close to contact on a ball way out of the zone. 1 out.
Well, you gotta love a live young arm. He's got an electric fastball, and if he can learn to harness that and work in his solid secondary stuff, he's going to have a really nice career on the mound. Not everyone is gifted with a fastball like that.
But good hands over there at first, and that becomes out number 2.
First baseman.
Striding in for Oakland, Matt Olson. 4 runs, 8 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the A's so far. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. A's are gone in order, but they hold a 4-0 lead. Here's the center fielder, Mike Trout. They'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments.
Ball taken there, 2-1 now. The 2-1. Fouled away. Here's the pitch on 2-2. Liner towards second, and a leaping effort there, but this is down into right center, a base hit.
I mean, that fires me up right there. Opposite field knock, and in today's game, where every manager is employing hundreds of shifts, to watch this batter go the other way is special.
Striding forward now is the DH, Shuhei Ota. Trout on at first, nobody out. Pitch out, nothing doing. Now a move over to first, and he has to dive, but he's back in easily. In the dirt, and now let's see. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
And I think that's the case of the pitcher being a little too preoccupied with the speed at first. He lost focus on making the pitch and throws an absolute scud. The irony, of course, is the runner's now on second, and he didn't even have to steal.
And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
Hey, there was great arm action on that 3-1 changeup right here. He's got this guy thinking. That's the beauty right now. We go to a full count. Do you sit changeup or do you stay with the heater?
3-2 pitch. This is line to left. But he'll hardly need to move out there in left as this is hauled in for the first out.
The first baseman, number 5, Albert Pujols.
Here's Albert now. He was a ground out victim last time up. The 1-1 misses, ball 2. Runner at second here with 1 man out. High in the air, deep down the left field line. But he will haul this in on the run as he had to go back to the warning track to do it, and there are 2 away.
The right fielder, number 56, Cole Calhoun.
Stepping into the box, Cole Calhoun, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. The 2-1 home. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Angels leave 1. They trail here 4-0. Back here at Angel Stadium of Anaheim. The A's are on top in this one as we get set for the 7th. But before it gets underway, let's take a look at our game summary to this point. Number 47 is ready, and he'll take the ball from the manager.
Number 47.
Here's Chris Davis now. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Now a foul tip held onto by Lucroy. Well done there to record the strikeout.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just starts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
In now, Stephen Piscotty. Up in the zone for him, and he takes a cold strike 2. One out, nobody on. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
Here's Robbie Grossman. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Just reached back and threw a high fastball right by him. He didn't stand a chance.
Two pitches fouled away. Another try at 2-2. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. Ball 3. 3-2 now.
I got to commend him for being a really tough out right now. Not everyone will battle like this with 2 outs and nobody on.
And awfully close there on 3-2, but take your base, says Earl Hendricks. It's ball 4.
Now batting, center fielder.
So striding forward now, Ramon Liriano. No hits in 3 tries so far. He struck out once. Two and one. Swinging a ball line down in the left field corner, but this is going to get foul. Don't quite know where that one missed, but it's not for me to decide. 3-2.
All right, 3-2 count with 2 outs. The runner on first will be moving, so we'll see what happens. There are a lot of possible outcomes with this kind of play.
Another full count pitch on its way. Swinging a soft liner in there, a base hit.
Hey, they don't all have to be beautiful. They just have to be base hits, and that's exactly what that was. Soft liner into left field. Nice job.
Stepping in now, Jurickson Profar. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. A's strand a couple. They lead it 4-0. Leading off the inning, David Fletcher, and they'll need him to get something going here.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
There's a changeup over the outside corner. The 2-2 doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
If you're ever going to see a position player go to the mound, it's going to be in a situation like this. Get him to relax a little bit, focus on his mechanics, and get that fastball back in the zone. Can't allow this guy to lead off long.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Count remains full. The next 3-2. Line drive to center field. And that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1-for-3 game so far. So it's a good start for the Halos as their leadoff hitter reaches base.
Left fielder, Brian Goodwin.
Next batter to the plate, Brian Goodwin. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Here's a ball well struck for the right field corner. And that'll get over the wall for a ground rule double, and that'll keep runners at second and third now with still nobody out.
Off the bat, it looked like that might bring their first run of the game across. But those hopes ended quickly when it hopped over the wall. Everyone gets 2 bases on a ground rule double, so the runner from first is forced to stay at third, and the next guy is going to have to be the one to put them on the board.
Seared down the first baseline, and he'll step on first himself for the out. Digging in, Luis Renfroe. He got called out on strikes his last time through. The 1-1 home. Misses above the zone for a ball.
We've seen him go down on strikes more than once in this game, so this has been a better approach by him at this at-bat. Much more patient, and he's gotten himself into a good hitter's count.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. A dive, but he can't get a glove on it. It's through for a base hit. And the second run will score as well. Here's Tommy La Stella now, who represents the potential tying run if he can launch one or find a way around the bases.
Yeah, Matt, I kind of doubt he's thinking about going yard, even though that would be the best result they could hope for. He's not a, so he could just be looking for some way to keep that line moving.
The next 3-2. Hit down the line at first. But this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Renfroe stands at first with 1 out. Grounded down the third baseline. Chapman's got it. Profar for one. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. More from Anaheim right after this. Now in the box, Nick Hundley. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. 1 ball and 2 strikes to the A's catcher. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
Standing in, Marcus Semien. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. Fastball called strike, 1-2. Getting late, 4-2 our score as we play the 8th inning. Good plate discipline to lay off the slider that time, and he draws even at 2-2.
Broke out the sweeping slider right there and just missed off the edge. If he would have caught the corner right there, I think he's got a backwards K.
Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game. So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman. Will attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. Skied into straightaway right. Calhoun is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. 1-2-3 go the A's, but they still lead this one 4-2. Frankie Montes is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 47, Frankie.
Ready for another shot now. Mike Trout. He singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's 1 gone. To the plate now is the designated hitter, Shuhei Ota. A hit in 2 tries so far. And this one runs a little too far in, ball 2. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. The 2-1. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
No better way to minimize the potential damage a cleanup hitter can do than to strike out both guys in front of him. Always a confidence boost when you can sit down the guys at the top of the lineup.
Into the box now, Albert Pujols. And he holds up here, but the pitch is a cold strike anyway. Two out, nobody on. And he goes with the pitch here and drives it the other way to deep right. And it'll fade just at the end and winds up a long foul ball. Crowd gets up for the 3-2. And he fouls this one off. Looking to set down the side on strikes. Here it comes. And he struck him out. So a fine inning here as he strikes out this side in order. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. Back to Angel Stadium right after this. Back now at the Big A as we get a look there at the great city of Los Angeles. 9th inning set to begin. That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson. And to start out the inning, it looks like they've decided to stick with the same reliever out there, Dan.
They have, Matt. I think the way he pitched the last inning kind of inspired that. But it's not uncommon for relief pitchers to have troubles after they sit and watch their guys swing the bat a bit. We'll see if he stays as sharp as he was before.
Now at the plate, Chris Davis. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Fastball close, but he didn't get it. 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Two balls and 2 strikes. The count to Chris Davis. Hit sharply, but foul down the right side. Bases are empty. 1 man out. A swing and a miss. He offered it a ball way outside the strike zone for out number 2.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best 2-strike approach either.
Standing in now, Stephen Piscotty. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Three balls and 2 strikes for Stephen Piscotty.
Time to focus here. This game is way too close to be walking, guys, so we'll see if he can make him swing the bat on this next pitch.
The 3-2 pitch. Hit hard on the ground at first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. A's are gone in order as they can't add to their 4-2 lead. Blake Trinan takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
39, Blake Trinan.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Paul Calhoun. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. The 1-1. A little bouncer, but it gets fouled. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Liriano going back on it. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. Solo shot to right center as it's trimmed to a 4-3 game now.
My friends, is a cardinal sin for any closer. You can't give up the long ball. Good thing for him, he still has the lead. We'll see now if he can rebound and actually keep it.
In now, David Fletcher heading out towards shallow right. Piscotty has to come in a few steps, but he has it for out number 1.
Now batting, left fielder, Brian Goodwin.
Trying to pick things up where he left off, Brian Goodwin. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. The 3-2 pitch. Right side. And that gets through for a 1-out base hit.
The catcher, number 20, Jonathan Lucroy.
Digging in, Jonathan Lucroy. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. He's set. Here's the 2-2. This is line to left. Grossman will have plenty of room as he makes the catch, and there's a big out number 2.
The batter, number 4, second baseman, Luis Renfroe.
So a crucial moment here, and standing in, Luis Renfroe, and he does so representing the possible go-ahead run. as he's flared out towards second. Well, this one is gloved for the out, and a big sigh of relief here as this ball game is over.
Well, that's not exactly how you draw it up. He gave up a long ball to make it interesting, but it was the only run he gave up, and he hangs on to collect the save.
And it's a 4-3 finish in this evening's ball game. Oakland led this game from the third inning on and never wavered. Joaquin Soria pitches well enough to get the W. Cam Bedrosian couldn't work out of the third inning, taking the loss. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. And for more, click over to theshownation.com.
Here now is our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Athletics. 4 runs on 9 hits. No errors. They left 10 men on base. For the Angels, 3 runs on 8 hits. No errors. They left 7 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 2 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.